I really try to avoid things like jury rigs and workarounds. It's much more efficient to just learn the new software, and in the case of Windows 8, there is a lot to learn, so you may be tempted to just have workarounds for this and workarounds for that. The only workaround or jury rig I want to teach you is a very simple one, very useful, and you only have to set it up once. The rest, I'm going to recommend that if you're sticking with Windows 8, just learn to get cozy with the start screen. The start screen is exactly what brings me here. When I press the Windows key and open up the start screen, boy, wouldn't it be nice if I had some more programs here. Word, Excel, well that's great, but boy, you know, I really could go for some PowerPoint. Hey, there we go, pin to start. What do you know? Piece of cake. It always shows up to the right side, and I can file it just by clicking and dragging. I'll add one note in there for good measure, and here we are. Now then, sometimes Titanfall or access to Steam isn't quite enough. Sometimes you need strategy. Sometimes you need Age of Wonders. I had the right click and pin to start option, but this time, Age of Wonders isn't giving me what I need, nor is the smaller independent game, Osmos. I just can't pin that one to the start bar. Here's the reason why. These programs were all installed to this computer. These are pulling from other drives. Whether you're pulling from another drive, whether you've just dragged and dropped an entire block of information onto your computer, or what have you, some icons can't be added to the start screen. There's a way. Here's what you do. Open up your main computer. This will often be called this computer, and then open up your primary drive. It's always going to be the C drive. Once it's opened, you'll need to open up the Program Data folder. Don't panic if you don't see it. Here's what you do. Click the View tab up here, and then click the Hidden Items right here. Once you've clicked Hidden Items, Program Data shows up. After you've opened Program Data, you're going to go to Microsoft. After you've opened Microsoft, you're going to go to Windows. And after you go to Windows, you're going to open Start Menu. This is what we're looking for. Right-click and hold, and just drag it out here. Once you've right-click and dragged the programs to your desktop, create a shortcut. Don't copy or move. You only want the shortcut because the shortcut's going to be the quick path back to this folder. Moving or copying would actually remove this folder from the Program Data Microsoft Windows folder and would leave it all by itself out here on the desktop. Create that shortcut. You won't have to do that file digging anymore. When you open up Program Files, now it's just a matter of right-clicking and dragging, and then copying the shortcut over here. You'll need administrator permission. If this is your computer, chances are you are the administrator. Just click Continue, and we can move all these files over. Remember, we don't want to create a shortcut of a shortcut. When you see this little arrow whoosh, next to the icon, that means this is already a shortcut, so you'll want to copy. If this were just a file, then we would want to do what we did in the Start Menu folder. That's when we create a shortcut over here. You'll notice that there's no little turny blue arrow like there is on the rest of these. Now that we've actually added these, they show up almost right away. We added Osmos, we added Age of Wonders. I wonder where Osmos went. Chances are it's waiting for us right here. If you add icons and you don't see them right away, click this drop-down arrow. Now the right-click options do allow you to pin to start. With this, I have independent fun, I have strategy, I have action, I have my productivity software, and my start screen is giving me everything I need. What more could I possibly need?